finally, the Aliens vs. Predator APC model. We're going to do an unboxing video of this. There we have it. So here's the back of the box. Here's the front of the box. Probably one of the most detailed APCs ever. Okay. Let's take a look. What's in the box? Got some bubble wrap. Oh, we have some stuff in here that I didn't think they shipped. Let's gotta pull all that out. Okay, this was the pre-order, and I had hoped that they'd send me the Unicast Sergeant. Yay! Oh, the Unicast Sergeant. Now, I sold my other Sergeant. That was the Kickstarter one, which is smaller scale than this one, which is really interesting. The Unicast stuff is usually not this big, but the other prodos aliens, marines are this big. So if you have the original prodos games, Aliens vs. Predator Hunt Begins miniatures, like the marines and stuff, this guy is going to be at that scale. I'll show you some comparisons in a little bit, but yeah, the smaller one, which uses this same card, the smaller one was a multi-piece, but the Unicast is a single piece, and this one's bigger than this one. But this one, I mean, the old one matched the Unicast scale. So I don't know. I'll explain it more in a bit, but it's kind of weird. Another special bonus, they threw in the speed bumps. So some little dead alien speed bumps. Oh, this one's still alive. It'll regenerate and eat you. Apparently the Ridley Scott version of the alien actually can't be killed. It'll just regenerate and come back and eat you. Alright, so here's all the components. All separated into all these little baggies. I really like the bags that they send these in. Okay, so I saw somebody else do an unboxing of this, and the way this guy goes together is like so. So you have, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't really need instructions, but maybe, you know, kind of figure out the little bits in the middle. And they said that there's some trimming that needs to do on some of these parts. And I can see what they're talking about. Okay, so the trimming that they're talking about is this little bit right here. You don't want to cut that off, but you definitely need to straighten it up a little bit and shave the bottom off a little bit so that it'll connect into here. So those click into there, and then that clicks into there. And you see that gap right there? That's what they're talking about in the other videos, is you got to kind of fix that gap. I might need to put some putty in there too. Looks like it's a little shaved off, a little too much. It's not a big deal. This is definitely an advanced kit for more advanced miniature modelers. These wheels look like they snap in, so they actually roll, which is pretty neat. So we're gonna put that in there like that. Okay, so those will snap in once I'm ready for them. I'll probably paint them first. Now, normally I put all the models together before I paint them. This one I think I'm actually gonna do separately. So this guy goes in here, and then there's a little control module here that he'll be operating. Now you can see this piece has hands attached to them, like that. So that's his little part there. Here's the sergeant, who's fat because he just sits in the chair all day. He'll glue in here. And again, there's a little bit of sanding or filing that I have to do. If you started your gaming career back in the days of metal miniatures, cutting and sanding and filing isn't a big deal at all. Okay, so this piece attaches here, and this rack is actually going to slide on here. So you see how that slides right in? So this will actually snap on here and swivel. So this is what it's going to look like, kind of put together. The wheels will rotate, the door will slide. These pieces go on top, like that. These will go inside here, and that's the configuration of the guys. Now I'm going to grab some of my other APCs to kind of show you the size comparison and what we're looking at there. Okay, so Prodos Games official APC. This one right here is the Cinemachines by NECA. And then this is a resin cast APC from Kurashan Miniatures. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this was a big, we got the big one, medium, and small. Now the small one, this one, will actually fit kind of, if you take off the gun, it'll fit in the Prodos Games dropship model. This will not, but of course in the movies, the models and the scale was fudged a little bit, so they're not going to actually fit. But they wanted this to be to scale as close as they can with the 28 to 32 millimeter models. So that's why that's the way it is. Now the cool thing is the top opens on this one, and you have all this extra detail. This doesn't open and that doesn't open. This one has the door feature, which the door will slide closed and open. This one does not slide open at all, but this rotates and will go and will slide down the back through this giant crack in the back. So that will do that. Now this one does it all. This one will go up and down and slide, and then all three of them have the pivoting guns, but this one has just, a little bit more features than the other ones, and the details are a lot better. Like you can see, the details are pretty extreme on this one. This one is kind of basic. It's interesting that the difference here, if you look at just the top pieces. I'm gonna have to go look at the movie now and look at the difference in the shapes of everything. But anyways, if you're looking for a cheap model, this one's pretty cheap. You can still get it on Amazon for fairly cheap. However, this again is way superior in the detail, and the price really wasn't that bad. And for all that detail, and you get a mission, that's pretty cool. So here's the mission book called The Heist. So it's very simple. Just has a new mission and a map mode that you can play with your game. It looks like we got a ton of aliens, and the Marines are getting deployed here, so that's pretty cool. And then it also comes with, of course, the instructions and a little second edition expansion pack advertisement. So there you have it, the unboxing of the APC.